the month of March. Throughout the program, you will hear inspiring stories of trailblazing women. We will be engaging in meaningful conversations about gender equality and spotlight the voices of those making a difference in their communities. So whether you're a leader, mother, a professional, an entrepreneur, or just a young woman trying to find your path, this is the program for you. This is your time, this is your space, this is your celebration. Join us right here on Street 91.9 FM.
A woman's worth.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. IWER George on Instagram. Share the live. IWER TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
John Michael, San Fernando East. Yellow is the code, one love, MP for San Fernando East. Focus on Ali Bocas, one love. John, know you're frustrated, and he know that you're fed up. He see you're irritated, and he can't take it no more. John say, please hold on, please hold on. John Michael Ali Bocas is the one for way. Yes, he's willing and focused. The great white MP, San Fernando East. Oh Lord, John Michael Lee have a plan with so much compassion. So do something good today and vote John Michael for your constituency. For San Fernando East. Oh Lord, yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One love, focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One love, focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One love, focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Vote to United National Congress. When UNC wins, everybody wins. John Michael, San Fernando East. Yellow is the code, one love, MP for San Fernando East. Focus on Ali Bocas, one love. John, know you're frustrated, and he know that you're fed up. He see you're irritated, and he can't take it no more. John say, please hold on, please hold on. John Michael Ali Bocas is the one for way. Yes, he's willing and focused. The great white MP, San Fernando East. Oh Lord, John Michael Lee have a plan with so much compassion. So do something good today and vote John Michael for your constituency. For San Fernando East. Oh Lord, yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One love, focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One love, focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Ali Bocas. One love, focus on Ali Bocas. One king, focus on Ali Bocas. Vote to United National Congress. When UNC wins, everybody wins. John Michael, San Fernando East. Yellow is the code, one love, MP for San Fernando East. Focus on Ali Bocas, one love. John, know you're frustrated, and he know that you're fed up. He see you're irritated, and he can't take it no more. John say, please hold on, please hold on. John Michael Ali Bocas is the one for way. Yes, he's willing and focused. The great white MP, San Fernando East. much compassion. So do something good today and vote John Michael for your constituency. For San Fernando East. Oh Lord, yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Alibocus. Come let me focus on Alibocus. One king focus on Alibocus. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Alibocus. One love focus on Alibocus. One king focus on Alibocus. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Alibocus. One love focus on Alibocus. One king focus on Alibocus. Yellow is the code, yellow is the code. Come let me focus on Alibocus. One love focus on Alibocus. One king focus on Alibocus. Vote to United National Congress.
Trinidad and Tobago, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. You are live on Street 919 FM. I am your host, Wendy H. Lewis, and you have just joined and tuned into A Woman's Worth. And of course, we are continuing the journey, the ABC to victory, whether that victory means victory for you on the 28th of April, or do you simply just want to have a victorious life? We give thanks to the Most High. We say thank you for health, thank you for strength, thank you for guidance, thank you for protection. You may not be where you want to be, but you're definitely not where you used to be. Trinidad and Tobago, we are here in the land of the living. We have just had a successful week. We are going into the weekend and we are grateful. Gratitude is a master key. So I want to say good morning to each and everyone under the sound of my voice. Special good morning to my candidate, John Michael Alibocus, UNC candidate for San Fernando East, everyone in the campaign office, our honorable political leader, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bisasa, SCMP, all the other MPs, all the other prospective candidates, everyone. This program is about love, this program is about unity, and we are going through the ABC to victory. So if you're joining us for the very first time, every single day, what we do is we have at least a letter or two from the alphabet. So we're going straight through the alphabet in terms of how can we, because we're in this together, how can we as a people continue or start to live a victorious life? And you would have missed a few letters. I always do a summary at the top. So from the beginning of the week, we would have done acceptance, accountability, action. We spoke about boldness in leadership and setting boundaries. For C, we had commitment, consistency, your conscience, caring, change, communication. Then we went on to discipline, discernment and determination, empowering each other, education. And then we had faith over fear, fearlessness, focus, forgiveness, who to follow, and the act of just simply being fearless. So we are by the letter G, and we're doing G today, and we're doing H today. Let me say top of the morning to Empress Judy. It was a pleasure meeting you officially this morning. Woman of God, thank you. Be safe on your journey. And the letters for today, ladies and gentlemen, we have G, and the first and foremost, God. First and foremost, God. Goals is the next G. God, goals, greatness. So that will be your G for today. God, goals, and greatness. And then we're going to talk about H when we reach in a couple of minutes. Hard work, honesty, and humility. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you all something. One of the things, you don't have to like somebody to agree with them. And even if you disagree with somebody, it's okay, you're entitled to your opinion. But one of the things we're not tolerating is disrespect. I may not like what a particular leader may have said or may have done, but I'll guarantee you something. I've never, ever disrespected office. Never. Mightn't like the leadership style of somebody here. You may not like how they're going about things. There are many things you just simply may not like. But you will never find me, Wendy H. Lewis, disrespecting office. It's humanly impossible. I wasn't raised that way. And I keep saying it every day. We're too divided by hate. And hate will cost some people the election. Hate. Hate. I don't even want to make hate a letter H because I'm not feeding hate. So ladies and gentlemen, we are live. IWER TV, we are live. On IWER TV, we are also live on Facebook, The Street 919 FM. Tune in, tune in, tune in. Feel free. The lines will be open shortly. The lines will be open. And at the end of the day, let's deal, I want to start with God. It doesn't matter who your God is. It doesn't matter. Put God first in every single thing that you're doing, and you are guaranteed a successful life. Guaranteed a successful life. Trust me. Yeah, a little bit cold today. Trust me. God first. Every single morning, I will not start this program without giving thanks. Without giving thanks. Without giving thanks. So I just realized I myself reading the thing back to front. So we go in with God, greatness, gratitude, and goals. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it before and I will say it again. God hears the prayer of a sincere heart. You can't want to be great. You can't want your goals to be fulfilled. You can't want any of those things if you're not walking right. None of us perfect. Every single one of us have a past. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that God over everything. And you will become great. You will become great as long as you have a goal for your life. What are your goals this morning? What you hope to achieve? How Trinidad and Tobago, how we looking? How we looking? How we really looking? How are we looking? We talking ABC to victory. Do you really have a victorious life? How are we looking this morning? Pleasant good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pleasant good morning, David, Dexter. Good morning, the whole crew. Everybody, good morning. And welcome to A Woman's Worth on Street 919 FM. All of you all who are now joining, we are grateful, grateful. We are grateful. And as I said earlier, this program is about love. You're entitled to your opinion. We're talking about love. At the end of the day, after the A, B, C to victory, with every day, and we sharing stuff that the UNC would have done when they were in office for 5 years. We sharing everything at the end of the day, on that great day. When you wake up on Monday, the 20th of April, you have to vote according to conscience. You have to vote for the life that you want. You have to vote for the life that you want for your children. You have to vote for the life that you want for your neighborhood. You have to vote for the life you want for your generation. That is up to you. I could only share my truth, and I could only share how I see it. And at the end of the day, I want us to remember that you always have a choice. A lot of people disgruntled. A lot of people tired. You ever been tired of being tired? A lot of people tired of being tired. Simple, tired of being tired. And I'll tell you something. If there weren't any problems in San Fernando East, there would be nothing for John Michael Alibukas to highlight or to raise an issue with or to solve. Just imagine if everything was being handled, being taken care of, etc., etc., there will be nothing for him to raise. How on earth he can have so many videos about issues in San Fernando East? And his videos is not somebody say that, somebody say, we don't do, he say, she say. It's issues that people crying out for help. And just remember, before I forget, I doubt I'll forget because I'll be repeating it all throughout this program. Monday, which is Shouter Baptist Day, it is a holiday. I will be here alongside my candidate, John Michael Alibukas. It's called Maca Monday. So we will give some love to the Shouter Baptist community. We'll share some love for the Muslim community because Eid is really, I think Eid is Sunday, celebrated Tuesday because Monday, however the story goes. We have two holidays back to back. And we will give honor where it is due for those two different religious groups. And we will go into some of the things that are happening in San Fernando East. And John Michael Alibukas will be here to answer your questions, to share why he took the journey into politics from another level, because he's currently the councillor for Marabella West, an area that has been held by the PNM for decades. And John Michael Alibukas, with 1 year in politics, was able to take that that area and have it under his wing, and he's been very consistent and committed in the things that he has been doing. He has never stopped working, which is why he could understand and highlight some of the issues that people are facing right now, not just in Marbella West, but also in the constituency of San Fernando East. So we're talking goals, we're talking gratitude, we're talking a lot of things this morning. Yes, the lines are open, 342-0081, 342-0081 and 466-5391. So let me just share with you some of the things we want to handle this morning. Again, you're talking about God, we're talking greatness, we're talking gratitude, we're talking goals. You need goals, ladies and gentlemen. We need goals. We need goals. I was at the St. Joseph meeting, forum rather, last evening, and I heard about goals. We must have goals. It was more energy focused because of the type of forum, but they spoke about goals. You must have goals. Some of the goals for Trinidad and Tobago. I heard some amazing things. I heard some amazing things, you all. I heard about an institution for PAN. I heard about how we could have return on our investment where culture is concerned. These are the things that I heard last evening. And I'm excited for culture. I'm excited. I have spent, I think it's 34, 35, maybe 36 years in entertainment. So when I hear about improvement for my culture and improvement for the arts and even improvement for tourism, I get excited because people like myself and IWER George and Machiavelli, not even Machiavellian. And I tell people I have no idea who Super Blue is, but I know who Blue Boy is. I don't know who MX Prime and Maximus Dan. We know Magadan. This is how long entertainers have been beating the Baba Green, fighting for entertainers to literally have a place, literally have a spot where they could promote the arts and culture and take it not just locally but regionally and internationally. So when I heard about some of the goals in that meeting last evening, where especially Pan and Calypso and these things, I got excited. Trinidad and Tobago, when UNC win, everybody wins. I heard about these things and I got very excited. So we going places. We are going places. You have to know within your heart, within your spirit, do you want a better Trinidad and Tobago, or are you happy and comfortable where you are? Yes? Let's see. Talk to me. Feel free to talk to me. Are you comfortable? I'm seeing no, I'm not. I'm seeing yes, the time is now for change. Yes, at the end of the day, what do you want? What are your goals? Trinidad and Tobago, I know you have many things before you. I'm seeing a lot of things happening in the news. I'm seeing so many different things happening in the news this morning. And at the end of the day, we have to talk about some things. My single women, my single mothers rather. You know I don't forget you all. I don't forget you all. And good news, Susan, remember earlier this week, we had a situation where Susan would have called and, well, Susan is the alias, by the way. Susan was not her real name. But she was really suicidal, and she spoke about how grateful she was for the empowerment she got from the program. So I really want to say to you all, I would have spoken to Susan, and Susan is doing extremely well. Morning caller, welcome to A Woman's Worth.
Blessed morning. Give thanks to life, health, and strength.
Yes, thank you. Morning, welcome.
My goal is
pardon?
to get rid of the evil amongst me right now.
Pardon me?
So everybody can. I say my goal is to get rid of this evil, wicked, heartless government amongst me right now, so people can breathe and see how we are hope and life for the children to come from as much as separation and seeking with some of this evil, wicked PLF government. I just call me KFC or keeping the fire blazing.
Right.
Because that time for war, political war.
So tell me something. What are your goals for your personal life that you're hoping you'll be able to reach once UNC gets in power on the 28th?
Well, my personal goal is for my children and them. I have two girls.
And you have two girls.
Yeah, 1 is 5 and 1 is 2.
I see in the 2-year-old in this picture here.
Yeah. I just want them to have a good education and somewhere we could go to school free, no crime.
Exactly, and these are some of the things that we spoke about in St. Joseph. Your two daughters will be able to have their laptops. They'll be able to access Gate.
Yes.
They'll be able to get a good education. So we're really grateful.
Right.
We're grateful, and we just have to remember, and this is not a I thing or a you thing, these are we thing. When UNC win, everybody win. So I want to urge you as well.
True.
Come out early.
Well, early morning, I know by my MP office, where my MP is Ms. Vanda Momek.
Right.
So right now we are to organize and go on the ground.
Nice.
And spread the goodness of the UNC when everybody wins. So I look well, listen. What a nice program.
Thank you so much. Blessings. A Woman's Worth, good morning.
Yes, good morning. These are the some of I would like from the
You're
government.
breaking up, caller. Do you have your radio on by chance?
These are some of the things I will from the government, right? Whether it be PNM or UNC. I live in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
Right? I want water 24/0, which was promised 15 years ago and still being promised today.
Right.
Right? I want tax cuts across the board, first-time homeowners, whether it be 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, first-time homeowner, I can get the value of the property. Tax cut.
And that was raised at the meeting last evening. Go ahead.
Right? And I'm also in the agreement of paying property tax because the government needs to do the things that they promised to do on their mandate. And they need money to do so. So people need to pay property tax, right? Because all over the world, other people are paying property tax. Because right here, they have properties, people have properties in other countries, and they're paying the property tax. So why they can't pay property tax in their own countries? And everybody wants a ball for better health care and better this and better that. So where the money will come from if we don't pay property tax? I would understand if it's a little too high and certain things that, they should cut taxes on and things like that.
Right.
But we need to pay property tax. We need to do that. And also, government come, government go. When election and they're calling out the mandates and the this and the that, all the promises and promises, we fed up on that too. It could be the PNM, it could be the UNC, it don't matter to me. We fed up on the promises. Or they speak the truth and act what all they're saying. And don't say and don't do when all they get into power. Because half of the time, that's what has happened. Have a good morning.
Thank you, caller. I appreciate your contribution. A Woman's Worth, good morning. A Woman's Worth, good morning. Right. A Woman's Worth, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Morning, how you doing?
Yeah. Good morning. I'm good, Wendy. Same truck driver again here. Yeah. Well, I would say based upon the questions you're asking, for me personally, even though at 51, I want water. If you St. Anne's East, we're struggling for water from Upper Santa
Yeah,
Cruz.
that's a serious problem we having with water.
2 days, but mind you, Wendy, that is not just because it's dry season.
Yeah.
I started work at 7 o'clock in the morning. We haven't had water since last Saturday. Right?
Wow. Since last Saturday?
I have to go to St. Augustine by my father.
What area are you?
St. Anne's East, sorry. That's the Santa Cruz area. That's my constituents.
Right, okay.
So, so that's all from La Pastora, Dragon Village, that whole stretch I'm referring to. Cangria, Lacano coming up.
Right.
All those areas. I got struggle for water. I have to go up. My wife did cataract surgery.
Wow.
It's tough. And I'm the gentleman who tell you that I have 2 daughters and 4 granddaughters.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of women in the family. So women need a certain special attention.
We need more water than men. Sorry to say, but yeah. Yes, it's the truth.
But that's my concern. But I have one issue too. I also inherited a property from my father. Okay. And because of the area, the assessment they gave me, I don't know how, I had to go and put an address and go on the roadside and solicit myself.
Wow. Gotcha. So, understood.
So I don't know what is it doing, man. What are you telling me? I understand. Thank you, Daddy. You gave me something, all right. I give back kickstart in life, all right. But at whatever age. So we need, as I say, and I will say in your letters, G, we need. You have to be gracious. You mustn't be generic. You must be come out straightforward. Don't come and tell me, well, I am this, but you could get that substitute. No, I want reality.
Well, we will handle that when we reach by the letter I for integrity.
Well, yeah, sure. We need honesty too. I mean, there may not be no honest politician, but you have to also believe in someone. We have to have the belief.
Right.
So, those are my letters. I will just give a quick on the G and H. But that's my issue there. My main problem is water.
No problem.
Just like
I'm making it a little personal today. I want to hear what are people's goals, what it is you're hoping to accomplish post the 28th. That's why I'm making it personal today. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Well, yeah, I'll say quickly. I mean, my children are over the age of adults now. They are adult age now. They are working, but I have grandchildren. Awesome. The ages start from 14 to 4. So
gotcha.
I am also looking for them, even though they have their parents. I also as a parent as well.
Yes.
So my goal is for them.
Understood.
So lock on, listen.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know we need to pay some bills, right? We need to pay some bills up in here.
The United National Congress. When UNC wins, everybody wins. John Michael, San Fernando East, yellow is the code, one love, MP for San Fernando East, focus on Alibocas, one love.
Business owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
This is the voice of the PNM.
Red and ready, here we all there.
TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter. On Friday, March 28th, the People's National Movement will be having a public meeting in Mount Hope at the Mount Lambert Community Center. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of visionary leaders ready to go all in for you. On Friday, March 28th, we're heading to Mount Lambert Community Center. Meeting starts at 7 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. On April 28th, be all in for TNT. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
The countdown has begun. One Caribbean Music Festival. This is not just a concert. This is an experience. The king of dancehall will take the stage after 13 years. Vybz Kartel. Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at Queen's Park, Savannah. A movement. A moment in history. The undisputed icon. Vybz Kartel.
Oh, you love the touch. See, don't wanna cheer where you want so much.
Delivering a performance like never before. One Caribbean Music Festival. Straight from Portmore to the Queen's Park, Savannah. The World Boss returns. And he's not coming along. May 31st, 2025. Queen's Park, Savannah.
Get your tickets at online on Island e-tickets. For more information, call or WhatsApp 794-OCMF. That's 794-6264. X3 or log on to OneCaribbeanMusicFestival.com.
All previously purchased tickets remain valid. One Caribbean Music Festival.
Powered by
California Stucco.
Company Limited and sponsored by Cache.
The World Boss returns.
Trinidad, let's do it.
Get ready for the ultimate fair and party experience. Bishop's High School Tobago presents Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Fair and party. On Sunday, March 30th, 2 epic events. One unforgettable day from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come and enjoy games, food, prizes, and pure family fun from 7:30 p.m. The party begins with top DJs and Saki.
Of course you're in trouble. You end up in the circle and you just start a bubble up.
Get your tickets today. Nostalgia, fair and party. Yeah, cause we outside.
This is the voice of the PNM.
Red and ready, here we all there.
TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter. On Friday, March 28th, the People's National Movement will be having a public meeting in Mount Hope at the Mount Lambert Community Center. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of visionary leaders ready to go all in for you. On Friday, March 28th, we're heading to Mount Lambert Community Center. Meeting starts at 7 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. On April 28th, be all in for TNT. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out, let me have a good time and let me enjoy yourself now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's gonna be a crazy. Man,
you see that what I can't take with all you.
All right, let me do this.
Listen, not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen.
You can't win everything, brother.
The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April. Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide. Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation. Jenny's on the Boulevard. All E-Clip Eli locations and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party.
Have a party.
We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
Tobago! After the Rhythm and Soul Festival Fusion Sunday, all roads lead to Vibes Event Space. All roads lead to Vibes Event Space. Formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. For the after party, it's where everyone's gonna be. Where will you be?
Yes, I can hear them saying, boy, stop living in the past.
Welcome to the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival on April 19th, 2025. We invite you to an evening of smooth rhythms and soulful music as the sun dips behind Buku Bay. Let all your senses be tantalized. Enjoy an array of seafood dishes, browse crafts and designs created by local artisans, and lose yourself in the soulful melodies of John Sakata, Brian McKnight,
Undeniable that we should be together.
Bonnet Bigford,
When the lightning cracker the waters and the waves roll and break.
Mikal Tasia.
Where else I go, without you, my darling.
And the best of Tobago's talent. Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. The Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, April 19th at Buku Integrated Facility. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
Share the line. Share the line. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
San Fernando East, yellow is the code, one love, MP for San Fernando East, focus on Alibocas, one love. John know you're frustrated, and he know that you're fed up, he see you're irritated, and he can't take it no more. John say please hold on, John Michael Alibocas is the one for way. Yes, he's willing and focused. The great white MP.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago, we are back here live. A woman's word, the ABC to victory. We're taking calls 342-0081, 466-5391. What are your goals? We are talking about your goals. I'm being extremely specific today. We're talking about your goals. Caller, good morning.
Yes, morning. I call him back again. I was talking about the property taxes and whatnot. The other thing I would like for the government to do and to make changes is see the service time with these government institutions where 8 to 2 and that kind of thing. We want to be 8 to 4 because sometimes people can't reach these destinations by 2 o'clock and by 3 o'clock because people are working all the same, right? They need to fix these institutions all the same as well. You see, these services that we get is the most deplorable service in the history of this, within this country, is government service.
And if the banks could open at lunchtime and take their lunch before and after, you can't have people leaving their place lunchtime, and when you go, we are out to lunch.
They come into work. They had to come for 8 o'clock, but 8:15, they're not going.
Oh, we spoke about that earlier this week. Right? You're right. No discipline.
These things, and as I say, I ain't talking about PNM and you. I'm talking across the board.
Across the board, right? Yes.
There are no favoritism with me and the PNM and the who come in power. These are the things we want.
Right.
Right. This is my mandate. This is what I want.
Correct.
And I am pretty sure the people want just the same.
Correct.
All right, have a good morning.
Thank you so much, caller. Let me say my good mornings, and like Monifa, good morning. And Monifa would have done an amazing job as the UNC candidate for San Fernando East in the last election. She would have increased the votes. She would have paved the way. And I want to say a special good morning, and I send in gratitude, because we're dealing with the letter G today. Gratitude to Monifa. Rudy, good morning. Yes, share the live, share the live. And Rudy is saying we need the country to prosper. Everyone in the Caribbean prospering, but we are going backwards. And you know, those are some of the things that were discussed and highlighted in the meeting, the forum rather, at St. Joseph. Raga, good morning. Thank you so much. Keep driving the positive word. The people will overstand that yellow is the code. Raga say, and it's that. Raga, thank you so much. My friend from long time, you know. All the way back in entertainment days. Thank you so much. And here we have the first caller who would have spoken about the lack of water. So we're talking about your goals. What are your goals? What you want to see change in your community? And here Manifa is saying, Current Hill, San Fernando East, right now has no water. It's the truth. I live there. My pump is running. I live there, the pump is running. And then when the pump is running, you have to be careful with your laundry as well. Because sometimes when there's no water and water returns, I don't know if the water coming from the pitch lake. You dare not put clothes to wash, especially white clothes, in that water. Rudy is saying 850, Rudy Ragopat is saying 850 million unaccounted for from PTSC. But we must pay the tax to get it back. My Lord, listen to me. Trinidad and Tobago, we're talking about goals. Remember, we are discussing nothing else this morning but goals. Good morning, caller. Welcome. What are your goals for your life? We're talking about goals this morning.
Well, let me first say a pleasant morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Yeah, you sung well, so I ain't even going to have...
is your radio on, caller? Getting a little feedback.
I took it off.
Nice. Go ahead.
Yes, what I'm about to say is regardless of UNC or PNM, I want to encourage my people, especially African people. Let us check ourselves. Discipline is knowing and doing what is correct and see that others do likewise. We need to work honest. We need to give a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. Half of the problem that arises is because of we not giving a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. I want to encourage parents that our responsibility, our role and responsibility is bigger than we think. The teachers and the police, they are not our children, parents. We have a responsibility to grow them up in a way that they should grow, so that when they get old, they wouldn't depart from it. You see, we take the Creator out, we push the Creator out.
That's the first thing we spoke about.
And that is where half of the problem coming from.
Yes.
We need to be productive, creative, disciplined.
So, caller, let me ask you, because we're talking about goals. What are your goals? What do you want to see? Which one of your goals do you want to see fulfilled post the 28th of April? What you're passionate about,
well,
whether it's for you or your family?
On the 28th of April, regardless of who wins, my goal is to continue to be who I am. Hardworking, being real, being honest into what I'm doing.
Right.
And that's about it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, caller.
Have a blessed day.
Same to you. So remember, if you're now tuned in, it's the ABC to Victory, and we are by the letter G. We're talking God, we're talking gratitude, we're talking greatness, and now we are going to the letter H, and we want to talk about honesty, humility, and hard work. Honesty, humility, and hard work. You know, they say, I'll tell you something, because I always have to stick in a little kingdom principle. Pride cometh before a fall. The opposite of pride is being humble, humility. Be humble. It doesn't matter what your title is. It doesn't matter what you've accomplished. It doesn't matter what your geographical location is. It simply doesn't matter. Remain humble. I remember when I started television, and Raga is on the live, he can attest to this. The name of the program was Down to Earth with Wendy. Because no matter what titles I may have, or where I may have visited, or what I have under my belt, the program was Down to Earth with Wendy. And it's only after the pandemic, when things started to shift, we rebranded to Straight Talk. But I have always been one of the most down-to-earth persons. Anybody around me can tell you. Down to earth. I don't look down on people. As a matter of fact, I'm the first to rush out to assist a friend, assist a neighbor. Sometimes people would ask, what you doing there? I remember when I was asked to be the area manager for Manipur, I was like, who, me? Not me. And I was told, you can put on a suit and have dinner with Obama, and you can put on a tracksuit and run up in those buildings. And it's on that premise I accepted the offer to be the area manager for Manipur. You understand what I'm saying? It's about humility. I've worked with so many people over the years in banking and entertainment, even in politics. Humility wins Trinidad and Tobago. Your hard work, and you have to be honest. You know, Denise Plummer said it perfectly. May her soul continue to rest in peace. No matter how you lie, truth will prevail. People might believe you today, they might believe you tomorrow, but at the end of the day, no matter how you lie, truth shall prevail. Trinidad and Tobago, we want to see change. San Fernando East, we need to see change. Every week, I am telling you, what's going on with the water? What's going on with the water? Years we took to get the street light. Come on. What are your goals? And even if you're on the live, you could type. Tell me, what are your goals? What do you want to see change? Post April the 28th. Manifa highlighted the water woes. We highlighting stuff. We talking. The gentleman called. He spoke about education for his 2 girls. 2 daughters. 2 daughters. You all have any idea how much for a laptop? Not everybody can afford it. Not everybody can afford it. All right, so here we're getting some goals coming on. Rudy's saying, my goals are when the UNC forms the next government, we must get back our refinery open, the children's hospital, the UE campus, and also dealing with the crime scourge that is affecting the people. And I will tell you something. Remember, I started going through the speech, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten to continue the speech. We're talking about the speech. And when the next government, the refinery, they spoke about that last evening because they were focused on the energy sector and return on our investment. The children's hospital, now tell me, why is it sitting down there just closed? Why? Just because somebody else opened it? So it's more about politics than the children then. The next UE campus, all these different things. And yes, I want to remind you all because people have been asking. Somebody had the audacity to ask me, what did the Honorable Kamala Persad do when she was in office for the last 5 years? Now, I don't know if the person migrated for a while and had zero access to social media, or if the person, I don't know what to say. But let me see if I could give you 10. And maybe before I leave, I might give you a next 10. Children's Life Fund. Just so that you all can open your eyes and be real and relevant. And don't be blinded by politics, race, religion, and all these things. I've given you 10. And I can give you 10 more before I leave, before I close the show. Children's Life Fund. Children's Authority. Constructed over 106 brand new schools. Created over 55,000, I didn't say 5,000, 55,000 new jobs, my brothers and sisters. No new taxes. Settled wage negotiations, and you all heard when I interviewed Felicia Thomas, the president of the PSA last week. She spoke about the fact that the only time they had wage negotiations that was settled was under the UNC government. 4%, ladies and gentlemen, is the equivalent of $324. What can you do with that? I went to an establishment yesterday to purchase where everybody know the establishment, but I ain't giving them no free advertising. Where you go and you get all your toiletries and all your shenanigans. $1,200 I spent yesterday. Those things not cheap. Those things are not cheap. Look, my NGO does a period poverty campaign. I don't know how some people making it. Especially, I have callers calling with girl children. One pack of sanitary napkins is $60. $60. You could imagine you have 3 girls, 4 girls? Come on. Come on. They increase old age pension grants not once, but twice. They increase the minimum wage not once. It was so nice they did it twice. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. They built hospitals, health centers, improved health care. We earned the highest foreign direct investment in our history. Don't be truthful. Don't try to tell me the Honorable Kamala Persad didn't do anything. Come better than that. Tell me, maybe you don't like her and you're entitled. But we just talk about honesty. Today is the letter H. We're talking about honesty. You know what? Let me give you more. 11. Grew the economy to the highest GDP in our history. We had the highest savings in our history. Kept food prices affordable by removing VAT on 7,000 food items. You all have any idea how the grocery looking? The average person going to the grocery. I remember when I went to the supermarket with my mom for Christmas. Okay, it was thousands. I said, Mommy, how poor people making out? It's thousands in the grocery. Okay, fair enough, it was Christmas time, so it had a little extras. But the supermarket not easy. How we making out? And when somebody could keep food prices affordable by removing VAT on 7,000 food items, you have the intestinal fortitude to really message to say nothing was done? Look, some of you all are demonic. Increased scholarships and open gate. The gentleman who called before spoke about his girl children education. Lowest crime rate in 30 years. Which coming back to that, built police stations, had community comfort patrols. You got the most extensive road and bridge repair program in our history. And you had water in your taps. Illuminated the recreation grounds as a security measure. Now, how many grounds in San Fernando East? I don't know. Did the bulb blow? They can't find the correct wattage. I don't know what is the issue. John Michael Ali Bokas visited a woman in Taruba in a wheelchair with both legs amputated, Trinidad and Tobago. The woman was robbed. It's on his TikTok page, Instagram, Facebook, live. She said she's been begging for a light, for some lighting. Just to turn on the light, you know. I'm not saying TNT can to come to put no pole and dig no hole and all that drama, you know. Just to turn on the light. A woman who had her 2 legs amputated got robbed. A simple thing with a light would have detracted somebody. Kept fuel, electricity and water rates low. Improved the ease of doing business across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, man. We gotta be fair. We gotta be fair. Yes, and Raga is saying productivity is the key. Dash away laziness and embrace productivity for a better country. Yeah, and I calling him Raga because I have to tell you how long I know him. I ain't too sure who Brian is, but I know Raga, my friend for life. Candice is saying she would like to see an updated healthcare system in Trinidad and Tobago with improved processes, better trained nurses and doctors in specialty care. I am passionate about customer service because I teach it. I teach it. I teach it. Focus on patient care satisfaction. Come on. Trinidad and Tobago is ours, you know, ladies and gentlemen. No, Trinidad and Tobago is ours. It belongs to us. We have a moral and an ethical duty to fight for Trinidad and Tobago. Come on. And you have to make the change, you know. We're not mad, we're bright people. Trinidad and Tobago have bright people. Very bright people. I know all the lines go in at the same time, but we have bright people. Trinidad and Tobago, we have bright people. A woman's worth welcome. Good morning. What's your goal?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, morning. Give me a goal quickly because we're going to ads. Pardon me?
You deal with F already?
Long time.
Oh,
we reached by G and H.
By G and H. So
but today we're talking about goals. What is your goal for yourself and your family?
Your father.
Pardon? All right. Well, that call went. Okay, so you know we have our next call coming through. We taking calls. Welcome to A Woman's Worth. Good morning. What is your radio on, sweetheart, sir, ma'am?
Yes. Morning.
Hi, we're talking about goals this morning. What are your individual goals for you and your family post April 28th? We're dealing with goals.
To understand such things, that there are people out there.
What are your goals, sir? Sir?
This is my goal. My goal is to understand better.
Nice.
That there are people out there who are puppet masters, and that they have people in government, and that they have set up oppositions also as they have set up governments to run their nefarious operation. My goal is to understand that and to make sure that I'm not blindsided, because it doesn't matter which one of them, the yellow jersey or the red jersey. I want to be sure I understand. It's just games.
Understand. I really appreciate your call.
And the thing is, so for example, I notice that you are very careful not to appear to be attempting to advocate for one side over the other.
That's not true, because I read the whole speech for the opposition leader, and I am telling people when UNC win, everybody win. We have to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Right.
So do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Listen closely.
Businesses win with lower taxes. Families win with no property taxes. You will win with dialysis clinics. Families will win when we give them legal firearms to defend their home. And the senior citizens will win of having doctors visit senior citizens in their homes. Our children will win with laptops, textbooks, expanded gate, and scholarships.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
And that's it for Woman's Worth. Join me on Monday for Maca Monday from 10 to 12. Tune in, tune in. God bless you all and be safe.
God, for the rough seas we have faced, we remain resolute that the anchor holds. And we are so resolute because we know who is in our vessel. Because when Jesus is in the vessel, you could smile at any storm.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
And Deputy Political Leader Dr. Bremner raised a salient point that this may very well be Tobago's last opportunity to be in a strong negotiating position when it comes to Tobago's autonomy.
Vote for the anchor. Vote TPP for Tobago East and West.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
This is the voice of the PNM.
Red and ready, here we all there.
TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter. On Friday, March 28th, the People's National Movement will be having a public meeting in Mount Hope at the Mount Lambert Community Center. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of visionary leaders ready to go all in for you. On Friday, March 28th, we're heading to Mount Lambert Community Center. Meeting starts at 7 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. On April 28th, be all in for TNT. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago. Scarborough, Pigeon Point, everybody come out. Let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's going to be a crazy... Man, you see that I can't take with all you? All right, let me do this.
Listen, not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen.
You can't win everything, brother.
The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April. Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide. Fairways Restaurant in the Lounge Plantation. Jenny's on the Boulevard. All E-Clip, Eli locations, and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party.
Have a party.
We're going to have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
If the THA had the powers, then our public servants in Tobago will not be working on 2013 salaries. They are going to the parliament to treat with that.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
They are going there to ensure that we can finally, through the autonomy bills for Tobago, ensure that Tobagonians have more control over the public service.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Share the line. Share the line. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the line. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the line. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the line.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, this is the Midday News. Broadcasting on the street, 919 FM. In your headlines, Prime Minister Young meets U.S. Secretary of State in Jamaica. Roger Alexander resigns from TTPS. Political move, speculated. Housing Minister Leonce defends business dealings. Appeal Court reinstates buggery law in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, Trump's 25% tariff on auto imports. Now for the news in detail. Prime Minister Stuart Young is set to reveal details of his meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio during a post-cabinet news conference today at Whitehall, Port of Spain at 1:30 p.m. The bilateral discussions, which took place in Kingston, Jamaica, covered national security, trade and energy. According to the U.S. Department of State, topics included energy security, deportation cooperation, and addressing the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, recently designated as a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. The meeting, also attended by leaders from Jamaica and Barbados, was described as productive, with both parties emphasizing their commitment to strengthening ties. Young stated that while TNT must navigate complex geopolitical relations with the U.S. and Venezuela, discussions remain respectful and constructive. In further news, Senior Superintendent Roger Alexander has resigned from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, fueling speculation that he may contest the Tunapuna seat on a United National Congress ticket. Alexander, known for his crime-fighting approach and former host of TV6 Beyond the Tape, neither confirmed nor denied his political ambitions. When asked, he directed inquiries to UNC leader Kamla Persad Bisasar, who was unavailable for comment. UNC Deputy Leader Dr. Rudal Moon Nilal indicated that all candidates would be announced in due time. The Tunapuna seat is currently held by PNM's Esmond Ford, who won the 2020 election by a margin of nearly 2,000 votes. Meanwhile, in other news, Housing Minister Adrian Leonce insists he did nothing wrong regarding his past directorship in a UK-registered company linked to a man under police investigation. Leonce explained that he sought to set up a business to generate foreign currency and was introduced to a Trinidadian in London who assisted in registering the company. The minister later discovered the individual was under police scrutiny and quickly closed the company, which never had a bank account. Leonce maintains he has been transparent and remains focused on serving the people, dismissing criticisms as political distractions. Prime Minister Young has expressed satisfaction with Leonce's explanation, citing election season as a time of heightened allegations and propaganda. In more news, the Court of Appeal has ruled that the act of buggery remains illegal in Trinidad and Tobago, overturning a 2018 High Court decision that deemed sections of the Sexual Offences Act unconstitutional. The ruling means that buggery, even among consenting adults, is a criminal offense punishable by up to 5 years in prison, a reduction from the previous 25 years. Acts of gross indecency between men also remain illegal, carrying a 2-year sentence. However, the same act remains legal for heterosexual couples over the age of 16 in private. 2 judges ruled that the laws were saved law and could not be overturned by the courts, while the 3rd judge dissented, arguing they violated constitutional rights. LGBTQ+ activist Jason Jones, who originally challenged the law, argued it infringed on his rights. Justice Barreau emphasized that the courts cannot change the law and that any amendments must come from Parliament. While acknowledging the debate on morality and choice, the judge noted that historical legal penalties targeted the act of buggery itself rather than specific groups. In international news, President Donald Trump has announced a 25% tariff on imported automobiles, a move that the White House says will boost domestic manufacturing but could have serious financial consequences for automakers relying on global supply chains. Trump claims the tariff will generate $100 billion in revenue annually and encourage companies to manufacture in the U.S. However, industry experts warn that the tax could drive up vehicle prices, with imported cars potentially seeing a $12,500 price hike. This move has already had repercussions in the stock market. Shares in General Motors fell nearly 8%. Ford declined by 3%, and Stellantis dropped 4%, while electric vehicle manufacturers Tesla and Rivian saw gains. The auto tariffs are part of Trump's broader plan to reshape trade policies, including additional tariffs on steel, aluminum, pharmaceuticals, and energy imports. Canada and the European Union have strongly opposed these new measures, warning of potential retaliation that could escalate into a full-blown trade war. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. Trinidad and Tobago's national football team, the Soca Warriors, secured a convincing 6-1 aggregate victory over Cuba to qualify for the 2024 CONCACAF Gold Cup. Despite the win, head coach Dwight York is calling for improvements, particularly in ball control and midfield transitions. York pointed out that the team became complacent, failing to fully capitalize on their numerical advantage after Cuba was reduced to 10 men early in the match. He emphasized the importance of refining their strategy ahead of crucial World Cup qualifiers against St. Kitts and Nevis on June 6 and Costa Rica on June 10. TNT currently sits second in Group B, with Costa Rica leading. The top 2 teams from the group will advance to the final round of qualification for the FIFA World Cup. York also praised the enthusiastic crowd at the last match, expressing gratitude for the continued support. In your weather forecast, for this afternoon and tonight, expect partly cloudy, hazy, and breezy conditions, with intermittent periods of cloudiness and brisk showers. Winds may become gusty during showers. There is a mild to moderate concentration of Saharan dust in the atmosphere, so individuals sensitive to changes in air quality are advised to take necessary precautions. The maximum temperature is expected to reach 32 degrees. Seas will be moderate to occasionally rough, with waves ranging from 2.0 to 2.5 meters, occasionally reaching 3.0 meters in open waters, while in sheltered areas, waves will be between 1.0 and 1.5 meters, occasionally becoming choppy. Recapping the headlines. Prime Minister Young meets U.S. Secretary of State in Jamaica. Roger Alexander resigns from TTPS. Political move speculated. Housing Minister Leonce defends business dealings. Appeal Court reinstates buggery law in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, Trump's 25% tariff on auto imports. That was your News on the Street 919 FM. Do have a safe and productive day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
The HTC is making it easier to secure your lease. Now is the time to take control and legally occupy an HTC unit with its regularization process. Don't wait. Start your application today.